Welcome to the exercises solution of mathematics for class 9, new syllabus, latest edition 2020-21 KPK textbook, board Peshawar. In this tutorial we will solve the questions of exercise 2.2 which is about the real and complex number. Before starting the solution of different questions of exercise 2.2, let's discuss some background. In this exercise will be about the properties of real number. So at this stage now we are aware that the set of real number is the union of rational number and irrational number. Okay, and if we take the intersection of rational number and irrational number, then it will be a null set. Okay, so now we want to specify a set of properties which the set real number will describe. So first we have the real number system, mean the properties of the real number system, in which first we have the additional properties. So the first property is closure property with respect to addition. For example, if we have two number a, b which belong to real number, then if we add these two number, again it will give us a real number. If we have two numbers and when we add these two real number, again it will give us a real number. That is called the closure property with respect to addition. Second one, we have the associative property with respect to addition. For example, if we have three real number, okay, and suppose if we add b plus c, okay, and we add with it a, it will be equal to a plus b. The addition of a plus b plus c, mean the left hand side will be equal to the right hand side. This is called the associative property with respect to addition. Then we have the additive identity. For example, if we have a real number a which belong to real number, okay, and 0 is also a real number. So if 0 is added into this a number, it will give us the original number a. Okay, or we can say that if 0 is added into any real number, the answer will be again that real number. Okay, so this 0 is called the additive identity. Then fourth, we have the additive inverse. For example, if we have a number which belong to real number, okay, so we will have another number, suppose a dash. If a is added into a dash, it will give us the additive identity. Okay, so this a dash is called the additive inverse. Yeah, we can say that if we have a number a, then we will have also a number minus a. So if a is added into that minus a, it will give us what? 0. So this minus a is called the additive inverse of this a, or this a is the additive inverse of this minus a. So this is the additive inverse. Then we have the fifth one, we have the commutative property with respect to addition. For example, if we have a and b, two number which belong to real number, then if a is added into b, it will be equal to if b is added into a, mean a plus b will be equal to b plus a. This is called the commutative property with respect to addition. Then we have the multiplication properties. Again, for example, if we have two number a and b, suppose they belong to real number, so if a is multiplied with b, so it will give us a real number. So this is called the closure property with respect to multiplication, means the product of two real number will give us a real number. So this is the closure property with respect to multiplication. Then we have the associative property with respect to multiplication. So if we have three numbers A, B and C belong to real number, if B is multiplied into C and then A is multiplied with it will equal to if A is multiplied with B and then C is multiplied with it. Okay, so this is called the associative property with respect to multiplication. Then we have the multiplicative identity. For example, if we have a real number A, if 1 is multiplied into that number, or if A is multiplied with 1 or 1 is multiplied with A, again it will be equal to itself. Okay, so this one is called the multiplicative identity. Okay, this one is the multiplicative identity of any real number. Then we have the multiplicative inverse. For example, if we have a number A, and remember this A will be a real number and it will be not equal to 0. So if we have A is a real number but not equal to 0, then we will have another number which is 1 over A. So if it is multiplied with A, or if that 1 over A is multiplied with A, it will give us what? 1, which is the multiplicative identity. So this 1 over A is called the multiplicative inverse. Okay, then we have the commutative property with respect to multiplication. Suppose if we have two number A and B belong to real number, so if A is multiplied with B, or if B is multiplied with A, so the left hand side will be equal to the right hand side. So this is called the commutative property with respect to multiplication. Okay, then we have the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Suppose if we have three numbers A, B and C which belong to real number. Okay, so suppose B and C is added and to the result we multiply A. It will be equal to A multiplied by B plus A multiplied by C. So this is called the distributive property of multiplication over addition. Then we have the properties of equality. See, if we have a real number A, okay, so that number will be equal to of itself. For example, 2 is equal to 2. This is called the reflexive property. Mean a real number will be equal to its own self. That is called the reflexive property. Okay. Second, suppose if we have two real number A and B which belong to real number. Okay, so if A is equal to B, then B will be equal to A. Okay, so this is called the symmetric property. Number third, we have the, suppose if we have three real number A, B and C, suppose that belongs to real number. Now if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then we can say that A is equal to C. Okay, so this is called the transitive property. Then we have, suppose if we have three real number A, B and C, suppose we have these three real number. So if A is equal to B, okay, if A is equal to B, and suppose if C is added into both sides, suppose if C is added into both sides, again A plus C will be equal to B plus C. This is called the additive property. Okay, then we have multiplicative property. Suppose if A, B and C are real number, and suppose A is equal to B, then if we multiply C into both sides, again these will be equal. So this is called the multiplicative property. Okay, then we have, suppose agar three real number A, B, C, if these belong to real number, suppose if A plus C is equal to B plus C, okay, so these two will be cancelled with each other and A will be equal to B. This is called the cancellation property with respect to addition. Okay, similarly, suppose if we have AC is equal to BC, Okay, in between there is multiplication, so again it will be cancelled with each other and a will be equal to b. This is called the cancellation property with respect to multiplication. Okay, so these are the properties of equality. Then we have the properties of inequality. Suppose if we have two numbers a and b and which belong to real number, then if a is less than b, okay, suppose if we have any two real number a b, so then either a will be less than b, or a will be equal to b, or a will be greater than b. So there are three possibilities. If we have two real number, any two real number, then we will have three possibilities. Either a will be greater than b, either a will be equal to b, or a will be less than b, or a will be equal to b, or a will be greater than b. This is called the trichotomy property. This is called the trichotomy property. Second one, suppose again if we have two real number, okay, then if a is greater than a is greater than b, so suppose we have three real number a, b, c, which are real number. So if a is greater than b and b is greater than c, then we can say that a is greater than c. This is called the transitive property of inequality. Okay. Third one, suppose if we have three number a, b and c belong to real number, okay, if a is less than b and if a is less than b, so if c is added into this side and c is also added into the right side, again a plus c will be less than b plus c. This is called the additive property. Or if a is greater than b, then a plus c will be also greater than b plus c. Okay, this is called the additive property of inequality. Then we have the multiplicative property of inequality. Suppose if we have three number a, b and c which belong to real number, suppose if a is less than b, okay, if a is less than b, then a multiplied by c will be also less than b multiplied by c, but remember c will be greater than 0. And if a is less than b, then a multiplied by c will be greater than b multiplied by c if c is less than 0. So this is called the multiplicative property of inequality. Okay. Now let's come to the solution of exercise 2.2. The question number 1 is name the property used in the following equation. Okay. So the first one, that is the associative property with respect to addition. Okay, associative property with respect to addition. Second one, it is the distributive property with respect to multiplication. Okay, distributive property with respect to multiplication over addition. Okay, as we have discussed the different properties of the real number, so this one is the distributive property with respect to multiplication over addition. And here you can see a plus 0 is equal to 0 plus a is equal to a. So this is the additive identity. This is the additive identity. 5 multiplied by 1 over 5 is equal to 1 over 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 1. So this is the multiplicative inverse. Okay. Write the missing number. So here you can see that 2 plus dash plus 4, and here we have 2 plus 6 plus 4. So here we will have 6. Okay. Again 7 plus 4 plus 2 is equal to 13. So 7 plus 4 plus that will be also equal to 13. Okay, which is the additive property with respect to associative property with respect to addition. This is also associative property with respect to addition. 9 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 is equal to 108. So 9 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 will be also equal to 108. So this is the associative property with respect to multiplication. Again 5 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 9, so here we will have 5 multiplied by 8 into multiplied by 9. So again this is the associative property with respect to multiplication. Question number 3, choose the correct option. So 8 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 7, so from this is the, we can say that associative property with respect to multiplication, so it will be equal to this one. Okay, so option D. Which one of the following illustrate the associative law of addition? Okay, so see here we have 3 plus 2 plus 4, 3 plus 2 plus 4, so this illustrates the associative law of addition. Which of the following illustrate the associative law of multiplication? Okay, so this is 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 6 and 4 multiplied by 3 and 2 multiplied by 6. So this illustrates the associative law of multiplication. Question number 4, do this without using the distributive property. So for this one, first multiply 39 with 63. 39 with 63, so you will get 117 plus 39 multiplied by 37, so you will get first multiply the 39 multiplied by 63, so you will get 2457. Okay, plus multiply 39 with 37, so you will get 1443, so it is equal to 3900. Okay, for this one multiply 81 with 40 or 450, then you add it with 81 multiplied by 550, so you will get 81,000. Okay, similarly multiply 50 with 161, then subtract from it 50 multiplied by 81, so you will get 4,000. Okay, that is the answer. Similarly multiply 827 with 60 and then subtract from it 327 multiplied by 60, so you will get 30,000. Okay, this is just a straightforward simplification of any real number. Okay, so this was all about exercise 2.2. Thank you for watching. Subscribe the channel for more videos, comment if you have any question or suggestion, and share it with your friends. Thank you.